Gwen, it is much too hot to be hurrying around like this. And if you wanted to have a pool party, why didn't you just invite your girlfriends from the club? I mean, half the riffraff of Harmony is here.
Okay, you just need to listen to me, all right?
Oh, and what is Jose gonna say if they screw up the chlorine levels in the pool? Oh, poor Jose. Now that is a man who was born to wear a thong.
Mother, please.
Please. What? Spit it out. What's wrong?
Okay, it is not what, but who. Teresa. You know those babies that she's carrying?
Yeah, your twins.
Yeah, no, they're not my twins, Mother. They are two different babies from different parents. Okay, Eve said that Teresa only had one child when she examined her, and now all of a sudden there are two. And Eve said the only way that could happen is if Teresa had slept with someone very soon after being implanted with my baby. So there are two babies here, and yes, one is mine with Ethan's, but the other is just hers with whoever she slept with.
What, my grandchild is riding around in Teresa with a stranger, some hitchhiker?
Yes. And this whole time, you know, we're thinking that Teresa's having a difficult pregnancy because of the problems with my eggs, but it just turns out that she put my child at risk because of, you know, her animal lust.
Now, do not knock animal lust. I have done very well by it.
You've got to be kidding me.
But you know, sounds just like that little slut. I wonder who she slept with now.
You disguised yourself as Gwen, and you seduced me. How did you manage that?
You're crazy.
I don't think so. It's true. It's true, isn't it? I'm the father of that other baby. I'm the father of both of those babies, aren't I?
You know, it means a lot that you finally figured out that I'm one of the good guys. Like, I promise I'll treat Whitney right. We're good for each other.
I hope so, Chad. She's got a lot on her plate.
Now, you'll see. I love her so much, and when we're married, I'll do whatever it takes to make her happy.
But you're both so very young. I trust that you'll wait before tying the knot.
Well, I mean, we were gonna wait, but on my way over here, I got some great news. This record producer in New York hired me to work on an album. And with the money I'll make, well, Whitney and I can get married right away.
How am I gonna tell Whitney that the guy she's planning to marry is her half-brother? It's gonna tear her to pieces.
No, you can't marry Whitney. You can't.
What did you just say to me?
I'm sorry to break it to you this way, but you didn't give me any choices. You won't listen. Chad is your brother. Half-brother, anyway. He's your mother and my father's son. Eve and Julian's long-lost child. That's why you can't marry Chad. It's incest.
Don't touch me!
Don't fight it, honey. There's nothing you can do.
Leave me alone!
Oh, you're so good. You're my reward for a job well done. I killed your brother.
No!
I'm killing Sheridan and Mr. and Mrs. Wheeler right now without even being there.
Mother!
You calm down, little girl. You can't stop me. Just lie back and enjoy it.
We'll go back. We'll go. It's okay. We'll go back. No. Take it back.
What happened? What are you doing down there? Are you crazy?
No, the snakes are coming at Sheridan. I had to help her.
Careful, please, God, be careful.
Stay back, Sheridan. Don't let them near you. Watch out!
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Fox swears he's not the father of Teresa's child, so who could it be?
Well, she's jumped on every Crane man except for Alistair. And I wouldn't put that past her. Of course, he does have far better taste in women. Oh, my God. It's your husband.
My God, you seduced me? I was groggy, I was drunk, but I remembered you took advantage of me.
No, Ethan, that's ridiculous.
No, you disguised yourself. You looked like Gwen. You even smelled like Gwen. Why did you do it? What, did you want to have my baby? You wanted to get pregnant with my baby? Is that it?
My baby! Oh, I lost my baby!
Teresa, just because you got pregnant the one time you slept with Julian, and just because the implant took for a while, doesn't mean you're pregnant from one romp in the hay with Ethan. In fact, the odds are against it.
That's what I'm afraid of, Whitney. I have to be pregnant. I'll lose little Ethan forever if I'm not. The babies are in 2 different amniotic sacs, so if they're twins, they're fraternal.
Which means the babies you're carrying could be Ethan and Gwen's from the embryo that you had implanted in you instead of the surrogate.
Or they could both be mine with Ethan. From the night I slept with him, that he doesn't know about.
Or even more bizarre than that, one of them could be Gwen's and Ethan's baby, and the other one be yours and Ethan's.
Do you want to know what happened that night? Do you?
Why don't you want me to marry Whitney?
Julian?
Well, I understand that once you've made the decision to marry, you want to rush headlong to the altar, but you must slow down and try to relax, enjoy the process of planning the wedding. And Whitney's young. I'd hate to see her rush the preparations for the most important day of her life and then have regrets when it's all over.
And, you know, it's funny. Fox said the same thing to me.
Great minds think alike.
Oh, you boys, you think that all you have to do is buy a ring and then show up to the church.
You can't marry the girl, my son. As soon as Fox and I can tell Eve and Whitney the truth, everyone will understand why we have to stop this wedding.
No, you're lying. No, you're lying to me, Fox. It can't be true. It's not true.
I'm sorry, with the truth. Chad is our half-brother. That's why I had to stop this wedding. That's why I told Chad not to sleep with you anymore, because you're brother and sister.
God, no.
This had nothing to do with my feelings for you. I was just trying to stop something really horrible from happening. Whitney, think about it. If you and Chad got married and you got pregnant, what a tragedy.
I'm pregnant. What am I gonna do? Oh my God. Oh God, no.
Stop! For favor!
Shut up, honey. Slide back and take it.
Wait! Stop! Stop! It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be like this.
What are you talking about?
It's my first time, but I know what I want. It doesn't have to be such a fight, you know?
What?
You have to know you turn me on. Isn't it obvious? Strong man like you.
You think I'm stupid? You think I'm gonna let down my guard?
No.
Huh?
No.
You're mine, Paloma, and I'm gonna have you.
No.
My way.
No. No. Get away. Oh my God. Get away. It bit me. It bit my leg. Oh my God. What do I do?
Hang on, I'm coming.
My leg. Help me.
Hang on, darling. I'm coming. Here, stick.
It's okay.
Here, help me.
Help! I don't know what to do!
My love.
You have to open up the wound and suck out the poison.
I don't know how!
Me neither, but I have to try. Your job is to keep those damn snakes away.
I can't!
Yes, you can. I know you can. Do it for your... She needs you.
Okay.
You'll be all right, my love. You'll be all right.
Oh, God. She's dying! What's happening?
It's the poison. It's hitting her bloodstream. I've got to suck it out.
Oh, God.
That damn guy, he took my knife. I need something sharp. All right, darling, I'm sorry. I'm so hurt.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help. Sheridan!
Oh, okay.
Poison must be very strong to make her pass out like that.
She's breathing. Barely, but it's steady. It's okay. Oh, my God. The scars under her hair. Was she in a horrible accident?
How can we trust this doctor? What if he turns us over to Alistair?
Oh, don't worry. I know Tim. He's a very good man. He'll help us. We can trust him.
Oh, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, Catherine. I heard your voice on the phone. I almost had a heart attack.
Thank you, Tim.
Your death was headline news last week. I mean, half the country's in mourning. What's going on?
You don't want to know.
And you, sir? You're the man who supposedly embezzled thousands from Crane Industries? Am I aiding and abetting a criminal?
Oh, no, you don't want to believe what you're reading in the newspaper. Martin is the finest man I've ever met. Trust me, Tim.
Well, just have to take your word for it, I guess.
You do understand what you have to do. We have to run. We have to run so far that Alistair can never find us.
We've been friends a long time, Catherine. Are you sure you're ready to do this? Leave your whole life behind you? What about your children? Julian and the little Sheridan?
I have no choice. If I'm gone, Alistair won't hurt them. If I take them with me, they're just like moving targets.
What have you done? I mean, I know he's ruthless, but...
Ruthless is way beyond ruthless. He's evil, Tim.
And you, sir? Are you ready to leave your life behind as well?
I can't let her go through this alone. She sacrificed everything to save me.
And you've sacrificed everything to save me.
All right. I'll do what I can. But it's a crime to alter such beauty. Now, these are difficult procedures. But when I'm done, no one will know who you are, or were.
Scream all you want. No one can hear you.
Help me! Let me go! Let me go! Let me go!
Better?
No! 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 No!
Come on, swim some more. Turns me on.
You are my passion for life. Get off me! Let go! You think you can touch me, hijo de perra? Rape me! Eres una basura! I wouldn't let this slime ball like you touch me! Never! You don't mess with me, you hear me? You can't touch me! I'm a Lopez Fitzgerald! And nobody messes with a Lopez Fitzgerald! Please. My brother.
Yes!
What if we survived? What if he's all alone under all those rocks? Oh, I have to see.
Maybe my brother needs me.
Mother, that's impossible. Ethan could not have slept with Teresa. He wouldn't do that to me. He couldn't.
Gwen, wake up. Look, Teresa still has her hooks into Ethan. You know it, and I know it. Look, think about how hard he worked for Teresa in the custody case to get little Ethan. I mean, working against me, I might add. Look, what if they had some kind of a late-night meeting and, you know, one thing led to another and... Look, I know he's not a crane anymore, but he does have a fabulous body. I mean, any woman would just love to sink her teeth into that.
But he wouldn't do it, okay? He's my husband.
Oh, please. Gwen, if Teresa threw herself at him, he would respond. He is a man. They are all alike. You know, when their little friends wake up, their brain goes to sleep, and before you know it, you're having a hootenanny in a haystack.
I'll tell you what happened that night. Nothing. I wasn't there.
No. No more lies. It was you in my bed the night of the Founders Day dance. We made love.
For goodness sake, Ethan, no. We didn't make love. You're crazy. What is this, wishful thinking? We did not have sex that night.
I remember, okay? I remember your face. I remember the blonde wig you had on. I remember it all.
Maybe it's a memory of some fantasy you had of me when you made love to Gwen. Hey, come on. Me and blonde hair? Not in my lifetime. Maybe you can't let go of me.
Julian's making sense. Now, I know Whitney would want her wedding day to be perfect. She's been planning her big day ever since she was a little girl. Whitney and Teresa, when they were about this high, had these wedding wish books. They would cut out pictures and paste them in their books. Pictures of wedding dresses, bridesmaids' dresses, fancy foods for the wedding menu, reception places. Every time TC and I would try to read the paper, there would be big holes in it. And Teresa pulled every snapdragon out of the front yard trying to make flower arrangements. They even forced Simone and Miguel and Kay to be the rest of the wedding party, and lassoed Noah Bennett into playing the part of the priest.
And as I recall, Teresa never stopped working on her wish book, and it certainly caused havoc when Ethan married Gwen.
Well, I hope our wedding lives up to whatever dreams that Whitney has in hers.
Well, I believe key to a good wedding is lots and lots of time. I mean, you're both so young, you know, don't rush it. In fact, I'm a big believer in a very long engagement.
Yeah, but you and Ivy got married at our age. So did Chief and Mrs. Bennett.
Yes, well, you notice Ivy and I divorced, and Sam and Grace have gone their separate ways. Who knows, maybe if we hadn't rushed into our marriages, we would have avoided a lot of unhappiness. But take my advice, son. I mean, you wait. There's no reason to rush into this marriage. And one big reason not to get married at all.
How do you know this, Fox? I mean, how can this possibly be true?
I'm sorry, Whitney. I'm sorry to be the one to have to tell you. Alistair said so. He's the only one who knew. Julian was arguing with him in the office about the identity of his son, and Alistair finally said it was Chad.
Alistair told you this?
Well, he didn't exactly tell me. I overheard them arguing, but then later the three of us talked about it.
So you, Julian, and Alistair, all three of you guys were talking about Chad.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, Whitney.
All three of you guys got together and were talking about Chad. The only three male cranes. All that power, all that money. Julian wants to be with my mother, and you want to be with me.
What are you saying?
You're lying, Fox. Chad isn't my brother. You're lying to me.
There is no way that Ethan would have slept with Teresa. It's impossible.
Did I raise a ninny? Impossible things happen every day.
Not Ethan, Mother, okay? He promised me that it was over with Teresa for good.
Gwen, honey, please, you cannot let these new maternal feelings blind you. You have to think about all the vicious things that little tramp has done to you. And if she is now carrying 2 babies where before she was carrying 1, and Fox is denying that he's the father, then, well, you have to start to think, who would she most like to be the father of her child? Ethan. Now, you gotta handle this and get to the bottom of it, and do it pronto.
I really hate to admit it, but I think you're right.
And there's something I have to handle as well.
You can't be serious, Teresa. I'm not pining after you, okay? I happen to be a happily married man.
Oh, so you say. But what other explanation is there? I didn't sleep with you that night, but you think you remember that I did. And disguised as Gwen, no less. I mean, that's one for Dr. Freud and Dr. Ruth. You fantasize about sleeping with me, but in your head, you have me dressed up as your wife? Either you have a guilty conscience or you want to have your cake and eat it too.
Don't be ridiculous, okay?
I didn't sleep with you, Ethan. So there must be some other reason that you're coming up with these memories in your head.
Look, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I can see it in your eyes, Teresa. You're trying to turn this around and make me doubt myself. But you and I both know that what I remember is the truth. We had sex. I know it.
Well, well, well. So, what's going on? What are you two whispering about?
Thanks for the advice, I mean, really. But Whitney and I aren't rushing into anything. Marriage is something we've wanted for a long time, and we're not making a mistake.
Oh, there you are, hubby dear. Why, it is a scorcher, isn't it? Oh, you shouldn't be so cold with me. You are my husband. 2 souls entwined for all eternity. Oh, and he will always be my husband.
You bastard. When are you gonna realize you can't have me, huh? These crazy lies aren't gonna change a thing because I'm still gonna marry Chad. I love him, not you.
Look, I know this news is awful. I didn't want to have to tell you, but you gave me no choice. I knew you'd flip out. When my father and I heard the news, he dreaded telling your mother, and I dreaded telling you. You know why? Because I didn't want to see you hurt like this.
No, stop. Please, stop saying that. Because you and Julian and Alistair, you guys probably cooked this whole thing up. Right? I mean, Alistair knows that Julian wants to be with my mother. And now he knows that you want to be with me. I mean, you cranes, you'll stop at nothing to get what you want.
You listen to me, Whitney Russell. My father doesn't need to plot to get your mother. Your parents are finished. Hey, and I love you. I love you so much it hurts. I'm heartbroken to have to give you news like this. It kills me to see you hurt like this. Chad is our half-brother. I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
Get back! Get back! God, these things are disgusting. Mr. Wheeler, she's barely breathing.
There's nothing else we can do. Please, darling. Please, darling, don't leave me. We'll get you some help. Somehow.
All these scars. She must have had a lot of surgeries. It must have been a horrible accident.
Sheridan, please. This isn't the time. Oh, darling, please. Please, baby, you can't leave me. Not after everything that we've been through.
Now, if we alter your jawline here, it'll greatly change your profile. What we can't change are your eyes. But you can experiment with different colored contact lenses if you'd like.
And the recovery time. We're in a hurry.
Well, for extreme measures like this, months. They're difficult procedures.
It's the only way.
I know.
All right, Tim. We'll get started right away, as fast as you can.
Your own children won't recognize you.
The doctor was right. Louise and Sheridan didn't recognize us. I already lost Louise without telling him I was his father. I won't let you die without giving you the chance to tell Sheridan you're her mother.
Her pulse. I'm not getting a pulse. I think her heart has stopped.
Oh, Sheridan! Oh, the snakes. Watch the snakes.
So, what are you guys talking about? Actually, I bet I could guess. Probably talking about the bastard child who is sharing Teresa's uterus with ours. Has she told you who the father is?
Well, Pookie, I think you ought to send this gold-digging little whore back to the streets when she came. Of course, do give her some drugs first before you get rid of her. Eve, you will never be a Crane. Never. And I will always be the lady of the manor.
I wouldn't dream of playing the gold-digging whore while you're around, Rebecca. You're the world champion.
Don't get sassy with me. You are welcome to Julian's heart. I have the only part of him that matters. His wallet.
Man, what's with her?
There goes a walking object lesson of what can happen when a man marries unwisely.
I only married that witch to help keep my secrets. Your marriage is my fault.
Just stop blaming yourself for everything that ails this town. I take full responsibility for my actions. And Chad, let my marriage to Rebecca be a warning to you. I think you really should consider waiting to marry Whitney. Don't rush into any big decisions.
No, thanks, but I don't think you and Rebecca have anything to do with me and Whitney. And we love each other. We don't need to wait.
I truly think the two of you should wait.
You know, you're so dead set against our marriage. What, do you know something we don't?
I won't believe it. I won't. Chad isn't my brother. Oh, no. Wait a second. No. Wait. They did a DNA test. They did a DNA test a couple of years ago, and it proved that Chad wasn't related to either Julian or my mother.
I know, and Julian asked the same thing, and Alistair said that he put a fix on the test.
He changed the test? How?
The same way that grandfather gets everything done. Listen to me. I know this is ripping you apart, but you've got to accept the truth. I mean, think about this, Whitney. Chad was born the same year and month as Eve and Julian's baby. As a foster child, he found a Harmony newspaper clipping in his things, the only thing left from his real parents.
Oh, God. No.
Wait.
No.
Look at them over there. Do you see them? Do you see the resemblance?
Please be alive. Please. You love me.
Yes. But we all do, the whole family. Paloma, why do you think we came all the way down here to see you? It's like we want you to know that a part of us is missing.
Luis, you tried to reach out to me, but I wouldn't listen. I was too stubborn, full of resentment. If I only listened to you, we'd be back in harmony. We'd be safe. Oh, Luis, I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. All my fault. Luis, you must be close to the entrance. Luis! Luis, ¿estás ahí? Luis, are you there?
Oh, God. This is awful. Dear God, please don't let her die.
Come on. Please don't leave me.
So could one of you please tell me what's going on here? Did this little slut tell you how she got pregnant with another child? Excuse me, I already know how she got pregnant, but did she tell you who the father is?
This isn't helping.
You are not fooling anyone. You are a terrible liar. Ethan, you're guilty of sin. And adultery still is a sin, although no one seems to remember that in this town.
When?
Do you want to tell me something about Daddy number 2?
Chad's right, Julian. You seem awfully insistent that they postpone the wedding. Do you know some reason why they shouldn't get married?
Yes. There's an enormous reason why Chad and Whitney shouldn't marry.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, this can't be true.
I'm sorry, Whitney, it is. Alistair has no reason to lie. I mean, you're a smart woman. Add it up yourself. The Harmony newspaper article Chad found in his things. The fact that he was born the same year as Eve and Julian's baby. Alistair admitting that he changed the DNA records. It all adds up. Chad is our half-brother. And that's why you can't marry him. You can't marry your brother.
Oh, I'm crazy. He couldn't have survived that explosion. Oh, God! Another brother's dead before I even had the chance to get to know him. Oh, God!
Maybe I can get in. I have to try. Luis could still be in there. Alive.
No! Surprise! Look who's back.
No.
You thought you could get away? You thought I'd die where you left me? The only person who's gonna die is you!
No! No!
Time to join your brother in the grave.
No! I got a pulse. No. Oh, no. It stopped.
Oh, no. No. You can't leave me. Not after all we've been through.
I think she's dead.
Darling. She can't be dead. No, she can't.
I'm so sorry. She was amazing, incredible woman.
Not my love. Not my love. Not without me. After all these years, it can't end like this. It can't. Sharon, look. No. Don't move.
I'm gonna have you right here and now, and then I'm gonna kill you.
No! The father of this other baby inside me is Ethan.